In this Star Wars Jedi Survivor news update video, I will be showing you brand new gameplay, including our first look at dismemberment of Stormtroopers. Before we take a look at this new gameplay, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future Jedi Survivor news updates, including new gameplay videos. So, a new and exclusive gameplay video was just posted by IGN early this morning, and it shows us a few new things about the lightsaber combat. This video is specifically taking a look at the 5 lightsaber stances that we can choose from in the game. For starters, it confirms that we will begin the game with 3 stances: single blade, double bladed, and dual blade. Interestingly, the game's director, Stig Asmussen, did say that they wanted to do a full dual blade mode in Fallen Order, but did run out of time, so it only became a special move. Due to this, one of the first things they did when they were making Jedi Survivor was finish what they had started, and gave us a full dual blade mode. Next up is the first bit of new gameplay, and we can see it takes place in this arena that's very much like the first game's combat challenges and battle grid modes. This does not confirm that it does return from Fallen Order though. IGN notes in their article that this chamber is explicitly a test environment created for the purpose of showing off combat stances and is not something that the player can load up in the game proper. This is very similar to when I first got to play Jedi Fallen Order many months before it came out. We were in this training environment that did not end up being in the final game. I do hope that this combat arena does actually make its way into the final game, but this is probably just them saying it's not in the game at least yet. Maybe for launch. I hope it comes later down the line like in the first game, but it should be there for launch in my opinion. Respawns say that you can take more damage when using the dual blade, but you will attack faster and have a wider array of unique combos. Some of them do require you to pause before continuing the combo, however. Also, the dual blade stance is the only one where you're able to dodge or guard cancel the start-up animation of the attack. All the other stances have you commit to your attacks, and once you press that attack button, you have to wait until the attack animation finishes before you can get out of the way, because that will leave you vulnerable unless you use the dual blade stance. But in the twin blade stance, you can rely more on your reflexes and freely get out of the way. Then we get to see some new single blade gameplay in the same arena but with BX commando droids and a Bedlam Raider. There is also this shot of several battle droids with staffs. This thrust is the special attack of the single blade stance, and you can charge it up to do heavy standard damage on the opponent. The third stance we are able to get a look at is the double-bladed lightsaber. Once again, another gameplay clip is shown from the arena featuring Bedlam Raiders, and this next clip shows what many people have been waiting for: dismemberment of Stormtroopers. As you can see, Cal takes on a group of Riot Scout Troopers, and this one's leg just flies off. You can also see another Scout Trooper's leg on the floor that has been sliced off. Evidently, dismemberment in this game is used sparingly, but it is there. In the first game, we got to see it for various creatures, but now it's possible with humanoid characters such as the Scout Troopers. This is what people have been waiting for, so I'm interested as to what you have to say about this. They also gave us this clip of the CROSSGUARD lightsaber stance in action. It's absolutely awesome. That throw was really cool as well. We get to see a Purge Trooper here for the first time in Jedi Survivor, and this is the Purge Trooper variant from Jedi Fallen Order, and not the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So it's possible that this is just a placeholder, or both versions are in the game, or that they didn't include the new version of the Purge Trooper, even though the timeline makes sense. The Purge Trooper AI is in this idle stance here, and he definitely shouldn't be, so it's clear that the game just isn't finished at this point. Respawns say that the CROSSGUARD is a high-risk stance that deals the most damage, but also has the slowest and has the least amount of range. Unfortunately, they did not give us gameplay of the 5th and final stance, the Blaster. Respawn want to save that for a later time. However, they did share some details on how it works though. In regards to the blaster stance, the team say the blaster is designed to encourage you to use your saber in order to replenish your ammunition for your gun. It's also this rubber band that they're encouraging players to engage up close so they can make decisions when they're far away as well. It's not a shooter game, obviously, it's a melee gun. Even though you're shooting from long range, there is a limit to it. Respawn and IGN did give us some extra gameplay tips, whilst we talk about the new stance skill trees. So each of these 5 stances come with their very own skill tree of upgradable skills. This is separate from the 4 skill tree like we saw in Jedi Fallen Order. On top of that, there is an additional skill tree, which is the survival skill tree that offers a way to increase your health, force meter and more. So this is slightly different to how it worked in the first game. Instead of just having everything in one skill tree, it's now 3 separate skill trees, one for stances, one for force abilities, and one for survivability. As we suspected from the recent gameplay, you can also equip 2 stances at a time, and that's it, but you can change them at every meditation point and adjust your loadout there. I would recommend checking out IGN's full article that will be linked in the description below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything I've shared with you in this video. Click the like button if you did learn something new in this video, and subscribe for more Jedi Survivor gameplay that will be coming soon from IGN. And if you missed any of the previous Jedi Survivor videos, which you might have done, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in